Friday West Midland, the Forbidden Library, and today it's Ace time. I mean Ace Attorney time. Why not both though? Why not both? No horny. Welcome everyone. Let's scroll and try to say hi in the right order. Hello Nimmy. Hello Hardy. Hello Novice Phantom. Hello Kevlar. Hello See It 6. Hello Xnam. I think that's everyone. Hello Lurkers. Hello Bodders. Welcome. Are you having fun stabbing each other in the back for #1 chatter position? Are you sure you want me to turn off that community leader bar? It's always Ace time for you. Are you having a nice time in Ace time? Music is very loud. Sorry about that. Sorry. Fixing that up for you now. Thank you for letting me know. We appreciate that. I would never have known. And then we would have been in loud music town the whole time. And that would have been sad. But we're not. So, small recap. Just so we know where we're at. The Silver Samurai has murdered his arch enemy, allegedly. Let it be known I'm not stabbing Hardy in the back just to get #1 shadow. You do it for fun too. Ah, stabbing affectionately. It is the hag lady. We managed to talk our way past her. We've been hired to defend the actor of the Silver Samurai because he most definitely, probably, maybe did not murder his co-star. And this lady thinks that she saw him going to the crime scene near the time of the crime. So we have a witness that's potentially damning for him. So we'll need to figure out what the heck's going on. I forgot we remember. It's this. I hope I'm not this mean in 30 years. I don't want to be this mean about it. Hello, Red Roach. And the good Roman pastime. Yeah. British pastime. Roman pastime. Steel Samurai. Silver Samurai is the Marvel character. Oh! Steel Samurai. I'm going to have to change the title. I put that everywhere. Oh well. What if he is guilty? I don't know. If he is guilty, then I guess... That's kind of the thing about being a lawyer, isn't it? They have to potentially defend guilty people. What do you do then? Because you're being paid to defend them, but at the same time, they're guilty. They've got to go to jail, right? Put them in jail. Justice. But sometimes justice does not prevail, because one needs to get paid. Are you really a Roman if you hadn't been stabbed? If you hadn't stabbed an ally in the back? It's a Roman rite of passage. Just look at all the money you're getting to abandon your morals. Woo! Capitalism, ho! Who needs morals anyway? Sell out, I say. No. I think we've talked to her all we can. Yeah. So we're gonna move to outside Studio 1. Studio 1! Why does that mascot have no head? Why is the tree down? This doesn't seem good. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey Gumshoe! How you doing? I know I'm your favorite person in the world and you will definitely cooperate with everything I do. Hey, I forgot the voice I gave this guy, so I guess we're giving him a new one. Aren't you that murderer from the other day? I ain't! I didn't do it. It's that confused detective. Hey, pal. You know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's all your fault. As he should be. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window, as he should. Sulk. So? Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. Gumshoe, you give detective work a bad name. Salty Edgeworth, as he should be. Beep, 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 beep. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. You did. You did, Maya. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You can brood while sipping tea, because you could be sipping the tea to try make yourself feel better from the brooding. I drink tea for comfort a lot, so I understand. You're right, pal. It's all me fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in me heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. This is always the next case. Yeah, suppose you're right. You're always drinking tea. Yeah! Drink tea when I'm happy. Drink tea when I'm sad. Drink tea when I'm angry. Drink tea when I'm disconnected from the universe. You know, there's always a good occasion to drink tea. Brooding is also a good occasion to drink tea. There's always a good occasion to drink tea. Gumshoe, you're a better breakdancer than a detective. He probably is. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, Celtic Wales. Yes, tea is life, indubitably. We're on this case too, pal. Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. I kind of do. Like, I have a lot sweeter teas for when I'm sad. Like, I have a cookie dough flavored tea recently that's really nice when I feel like I want something sweet. There's brown sugar milk tea I have also that's really sweet. If I'm like anxious or something, yeah, cookie dough tea. I have a chamomile tea. I have like a fruity chamomile tea called Deck Chair Dreaming. It's very nice. Yeah, and general comfort tea of just like normal black tea with some milk. That's always nice. And then a green tea for if I've like eaten a lot. It helps with digestion, so that's always good after you've had a really big meal, is to have a good green tea afterwards. It'll help settle your stomach. It's good stuff. Cookie dough tea made with real cookie dough? Not real cookie dough, just flavors and stuff. Cookie tea, just dunk an Oreo into hot water until it's tea is overrated, coffee is overrated, hydro homies rise up. I always have a big bottle of water too, because as much as I love tea, it doesn't really hydrate well. Not unless you drink a lot of it. And I just don't have time to make that many cups of tea in a day. Which is a shame. I should. The whole of the universe should pause while I make a cup of tea. Like, time itself should pause while I make the cup of tea, so that I have infinite time to make tea. That would be nice. It's fine. Tea and coffee, 80% water. I kind of like fruity teas, but I've only had them for the relaxing sleeping effects, not for the caffeine. Yeah, I tend to avoid ones with high caffeine content. Chocolate milk fan. You can have chocolate tea. Chocolate tea is a thing. I have a red velvet flavored tea, and I had a chocolate digestives flavored tea not long ago, and a birthday cake flavored tea. You've heard orange and ginger tea. I think I'm showing that I like very sweet teas. Not fruity ones so much though. I like peach teas. Peach teas are very good. A green peach tea is lovely. I have a chamomile peach tea as well, which is really nice. She got me on tea. How many teas do I have? I couldn't answer that question. Let me put it in perspective. When I had my birthday, my friends bought me presents because we still do that as adults. Somehow we never grew out of that. And just in the circle of my friends, I got 133 tea bags as gifts. Just from them buying me tea sets. So I have a lot of teas. Lot. Red velvet flavored tea. I thought red velvet was just chocolate cake covered in red. I do not understand this tea. It's beyond my comprehension. It is. It's a bit sweeter, I think, than a normal, because it's more like white chocolate covered in red. So it's more like a white chocolate tea that's just named red velvet, I suppose. Reminded not to. No, you should mention tea, so I could tell you all the tea. 133. That's 3 more than 130. I know, right? I had to do calculations. Hello, Rose. Cool. Welcome. I'm really sorry. We've been distracted from the game by talking about all the tea that I have. I also have, if you go back into my VODs, you will find a stream in which I cleaned out my spice rack and replaced it by making a loose leaf tea rack. So that's full at the moment, too. And I have too many things. It doesn't fit on the rack anymore. I have too much tea and it's glorious. Red velvet used to be an actual flavor, but the cake industry decided to scam people. That's sad. Anyway. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. Maya, are you trying to insult him again? So, Gumshoe! What's going on, my bro? How's your investigation going, detective? Well, it's... Hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. For those who think British people drinking tea is a stereotype, I make up for, you know how the one Hololive Brit doesn't drink tea? I make up for that by the amount of tea I drink. You thought it was Cece making up for that, but it's me. It's me. I drink so much tea. So much tea. I have all the tea. Red dye in the earlier 20th century actually had flavour because of the flavourless synthetic dyes. It was made obsolete. Oh, I'll imagine it came from some kind of fruit, so maybe it was more fruity flavoured, the red dye? Because I imagine we'd use berries for red dye. It makes sense. Right. So, detective, mind if we take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Autopsy report added to the court. Cause, pierced through the chest by a spear. Reason for the arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal! The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 PM. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 PM. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30 PM. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. So it's literally on her word that he has been arrested. No other evidence so far. Friday secretly CC doing a goofy German accent. I would be so honored. CC is such a inspiration. Like, the stuff she does with her stream is just mwah! She's so good. She's so cool. She's amazing. I wish I was CC. Wish. Gumshoe when a Brit tries to do policy in a Japanese confusing right. I don't know, I'm just doing it. I think he's Yorkshire, I don't know. Doing an accent. All types of stuff forever. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think the Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. the security lady. Tell me about the security lady. About the security lady? Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her me badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Ain't you easy, bro? Remember what Powers said. She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What was that, my good sir? What kind of evidence? Well, photo. The photo of the steel samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See that camera up on that gate, pal? Gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? I looked up red velvet of old cakes comes from an unprocessed raw cocoa reacting to vinegar and buttermilk. Processed cocoa removes the parts that turn it red. Oh, interesting. So there would have been a bit of vinegar in those cakes? That's a sharp flavour. Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. You don't look so happy when you said that. Oh! We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not gonna find any clues I haven't found. Glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Red velvet is apparently sour chocolate cake. Interesting. That would explain the vinegar. Vinegar doesn't really impart much on the flavour. Heck, I put it in pancakes to help it rise. Oh, I would thought vinegars are really, really strong. I would have thought it would have, like, impacted more. Interesting. I don't know much about baking. I've had some mishaps while baking in the past, and I should not be allowed to bake, really. Most of these mishaps haven't really been to do, well, one of them was to do with the actual cookie. You see, I tried to bake with my nan, but when we put it in the oven, we didn't realize that someone had left a baking tray with a spatula. Baking tray with a spatula that had a plastic handle in the oven. And what happened while it was cooking is the plastic handle melted and fell into the cake and baked in, and the cake baked with the plastic inside it. And we didn't know until we got out. And we sliced into it and we were like, what? Why is there plastic in here? Yeah, this was not a microplastic. This was a major plastic. It was a cake, not some bread, but yeah, this is one of the reasons I shouldn't be allowed to bake. The next time I tried, it was mostly with my nan, to be fair. Every time I baked with my nan, terrible things happened. There was another time we baked and almost immediately I dropped the whole thing on the floor. That was another thing that happened. Had some cooking adventures with my nan, I did. Standard sugary birthday cakes are too significant to be sweet. Macroplastics, major plastics. And that is why I'm not brownie roast baker. Exactly, that's why I'm a smith, not a baker. We make things, we don't bake things. Thank you, my good sir. I believe I will continue on to... No, not to the studio main gate. Can I not? Oh, does it mean that the main gate? Or does it mean that the main gate? Examine. Oh, so I can look at this stuff. Like, what is this? The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind? But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in its hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Ah, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. Took that tree down with it. I see, so it was windy. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a key card to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. So can I go this way? No clues here. No clues. Studio 2. Can I go to Studio 2? No clues there. No clues. What are we searching for? I just tuned in. I don't know what we're searching for, Gooba. I don't know. We're just investigating. Because you're hungry? Looking for 10 pounds of uranium because you're hungry? I don't know where you can find that. I don't have those kind of connections. I do apologize. I don't have a guy for that. I'm a little busted. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective! Aren't you on a case? Did you search for the clue on the camera? Yes, I'll check the camera next. Yeah, well, but, hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. You got the camera. Hey, there's a camera here. That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data, and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera. Can I write that down? Not on that piece of paper. That piece of paper's got lots of other stuff on it. This has got also lots of other stuff on it, but I don't know what that stuff is, so I'm gonna write over it. ST1-307. That must be the camera ID number. Okay, I feel like because we have that ID number, if we move to the main gate and we... Nick, look! That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, they're soft enough. She doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, you're satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. I would like to see the proof myself. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. Your reason for suspicion. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio before 1 p.m. The murder happened right around 2:30 p.m., see? See? I know, everyone loves donuts. Can confirm, not a cop, love donuts. I too am not a cop and do love donuts. Who does not love a good donut, really? Because, like, there's so many different varieties of donut. Everyone has a donut they like. Even if you're, like, someone who doesn't like sweet things as much, there's a kind of donut out there for you and you just haven't found it yet. If you don't like donuts. You just haven't found your donut yet. The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. You like the strawberry glazed ones? I like chocolatey ones. Because I like chocolate. Chocolate dice. Ugh, I was trying to do the Manigaski, but I don't remember it well enough. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Good one, Sonny! She thinks I was joking. Mr. Hammer. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio! Was, past tense. Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. In that too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? When will the market satisfy my craving for blueberry glazed cinnamon donut with mango filling? I would love to try that donut. I need the markets to satisfy your craving because I would like to try that. I shall disappear into strawberry flavored Barbie donut with powdered sugar. Nom 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 nom. This is a tasty conversation we're having. About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera! It's automatic. I can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records. I love she's literally just called Old Bag. She doesn't have a name. It records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before I go home. Can I look at your thing? Can I look at it? The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey! No touching! She's scary. Ah, we got the employee area now. Let's go to the employee area. I don't know if she's hiding something. She has some motive because she feels like Hammer's been, but Hammer's her favorite. She feels like Hammer got slighted by Will. So unless there's been some kind of big mix-up and she meant to kill Will instead of Hammer because they were in their costumes with masks, so who's to know who was who? There's something going on with that. Being annoying hagdos does not mean they are a murderer. That's true. She's an annoying old lady, therefore she's guilty! Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff! Hey, look! There's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. So we got some foodstuffs. Can I go into the dressing room? I suppose I should examine around here first, but let's go in. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. But by that logic, I am guilty. Guilty of being cute. Powers' dressing room. Yeah. Into the dressing room. Woo! This is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Okay, what we got? We got his wig. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie! Thank you for the headpads. Nick! Nick, try this on! No. And how can you tell the name of a shoulders by looking at a wig. Ow. Gross. And I have a green rose. Nice. I, kind of like samurai movies now. Kinda. It's kind of my special interest now. This must be Powers' bag. Green. Hey, don't open that. No, we should open that. Look. An employee card key. That must be Powers'. Wait, this isn't Maya talking. This is Phoenix. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Legally, Maya. Card key for studio employees grants entrance into Studio 1. Blue. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You've just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? I never used to have the separate stomach for sweets thing, but I've started to develop it as I got older. It's becoming more true. There's some regular suits him among in the costumes. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you're already wearing one yourself. Hello, Boris. Have a wonderful day at work. Man, that's tampering with the crime scene. This isn't the crime scene. It's fine. Just one cookie won't hurt. Just one cookie. Cookie, 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 cookie. I think that second stomach is just your appendix about to burst. No, it's the second sweet stomach. It's everyone knows that it's real and it's very important. Biologically, very important to the entire system is the sweet stomach because it's connected to your mental health. And that is why you should have treats when you feel sad. This is where he was sleeping. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. What about the window? It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. Guess it's kind of dusty outside. No clues here. I think I've looked at everything. Yeah, looks like I have. So let's go back. The secret to digesting everything is to sort the food into the correct stomach. Correct! So I've got the willpower sign. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Willpowers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. The window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so you can't see inside. Vending machine, let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Ha! I don't like saying that. That was very American. Gotta keep the shepherd's pie separate from the jammy dodgers. Correct. If you mix them, bad things might happen. It's more true than you expect. Gut bacteria, stomach-living bacteria help regulate hormones in the brain. See? Science! Science backs me up on the second stomach thingamajig. Huh? It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. But wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this! Ladies first. We got some, no clues here, but that yellow is very bright and I have been trained as a gamer to notice yellow things. And then got people's food, no clues, no clues. Okay. Oh. There's a T-bone on one of these plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak? That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger! Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. Of course she does. I wish I did. That's one I don't have. Because when I go to, like... Have you ever been to, like, a Brazilian meat place where it's like, oh, you can eat meat? I wish I had a second stomach for steaks and meat at that point, because I also want the buffet stuff. But I know if I eat the buffet stuff too much, I won't have enough room to enjoy all the meat. So it's really annoying. You have a second stomach for dirt? That's a very interesting stomach you have there. The dreaded yellow paint of the video game strikes again! But it's a lie! Time to eat a whole ice cream cake. For science! For science! Your sacrifice will be remembered for your scientific endeavors. What? I love that I did that dialogue backwards just because I didn't bother to look here. Okay, so I don't think we got anything there either. I think we need to go back to the main gate and then back to outside Studio 1. And then we should be able to move to the studio. Or do I need to examine and go to here? The entrance to Studio 1. This is where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this car key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Beep! It opened! Yay! I wish I could eat a whole entire cake and not explode because of IBS. That does suck. I wish I could eat a whole entire cake because I just have a slice and then I'm done and then I don't want any more. And then I end up throwing a lot of the cake away and it's sad. No medical reasons, just a fussy bitch. Alright, we're in! Oh, you resisted? Are you sure that was the wisest choice? Did you not deserve the treat, Boris? Congratulations on doing what was best for you, but you did deserve the treat. You did. I can eat an entire cake, but I'm trying to control my weight. Fair. Yay, pass. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. If you'll excuse me, Mr. Gumshoe, inside Studio 1, let's have a look at the crime scene! October 16, Studio 1. What is it? I stopped buying sweet things at all because once I have them at home, I won't stop eating. That is very wise of you. You're really quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. I mean, cake. Cake is good for you. If it makes you happy, then it's good for you, right? I've learned to pace myself from eating snacks by hiding them and forgetting where I placed them. Smart. I have to put arbitrary limits on myself. With bags of crisps, I have to be like, can only have one a day, otherwise I will eat all my crisps a lot quicker than I should. I have to put arbitrary rules on myself that no one else needs to enforce, but I enforce with myself. Hide your sweets and things around your home as a surprise. Call it hide and sweet. Ah, that'd be great. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. How did they do? Oh. Come on, mouse. I thought my mouse died, but apparently I don't know what it was. The steel samurai killed him. With the cute devils. Yeah, we're cute and we are right. If we're cute, that means we're right, right? That's how it works. That's how the universe works. If you're cute, then you're right. Diabetes type 1 is so bad, then why did they make diabetes type 2? Diabetes 2 electric boogaloo. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Okay, let's have a look. So we got the body. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would have at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Well, the director's in. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! Ah! A real-life megaphone! Ready? Nick, action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. She's a good girl. She's just very excited. What's in the bag? No clues here. No clues here. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Oh, right. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You just stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. How did we get to that with step ladders? Nick, God, stop being so narrow-minded. This girl is out there. She is. She absolutely is. Is there any more to this area? Okay, what about... Okay, so these aren't actually pointing anything out. No clues, no clues, no clues. Whoa, look at that camera! It must have cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Oh, it's heavier than I thought. Maya! Hey, you! No touching that! Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know. You know? No! I don't know! Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. Whip. The resemblance is it's no. No. Neo Old Tokyo. Neo and Old cancels out. It's just Tokyo. That's the fun. She's kind of like a human golden retriever. Maybe a Malamute or Chihuahua. We love Maya. She does have that wonderful energy. She's so sweet. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Why do you think he's innocent? Tell me. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. We are beige. I guess I see some similarities, but I'm blonde and have blue eyes, and she is a brunette and has brown eyes. So clearly we're completely different. Completely different. Completely. different. I do not. No. Contact lenses is like, no! No. Different lady. I'm not a penny, I'm a pound. I'm 100,000 pounds. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. Yeah! In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. And see, she sounds different to me, too. Gotta try harder, Goober, if you want to keep that third place. You gotta fight. You gotta fight for it. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. That was not what I was going for when I started that sentence, but Pokemon is where we ended. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. When I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Okay, so what do you think of Mr. Powers? Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP is the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Leaderboard is a scam. I pick like 3 of you right at the start of the stream, and you're always at the top, and that's how much of a scam it is. I just pick my favorites. It's nothing to do with XP. It's a lie. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I have no control. I have, in fact, opted out of it, but it's still here, so we're cursed with it. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Haha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue? A lead? See her tail wagging? Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? Ah, okay, that's interesting. So you guys would have to opt out of it on your own accounts if you were gonna opt out of it. Naruhodo. So yeah, we're stuck with it. Give me second place in my life as you. I wish I actually did have that. I would love to say. But I cannot. No. No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot! Sensing someone. What do you mean by sensing someone? So you sense someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yeah, I think. All briny lookalikes are guilty. Really? Does that mean Olga in Ruiner is guilty? And was it Mirenay? The Hannah lady. She's probably guilty of a lot of things, to be fair. I think. I won't cut it as in a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. I don't know why Brady's being accused, but she is automatically innocent. Yeah! Bars is on my side. It's Miss Penny that's being accused. This lady here, who everyone says look like me, but I don't see the resemblance at all. We just happen to be nerds, okay? Just because we're both of the same beige vibe. So let's move back to outside and then to the main gate. Hey Hag, how you doing? Olga has outclassed and Marinette has higher ranking for I'm sure they did some strange things. Not true. But also true. No resemblance at all. No rose or even a flower in her. Exactly. Exactly. Does she have a blue flower in her hair now? What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. I've got some shit to chat about, my dear. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 PM, correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as I could be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day yesterday. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? It's a black rose now, 'cause we're edgy. Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-head cretin! Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? That's clearly the breathing she's doing with these shoulder movements. We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Huh? She's not even a full-time employee! Oh, you young'uns! You can't tell me she's definitely evil. Whether she's guilty is another question, but she's definitely evil. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulder. She did. She exploded. Which briny does not count as goth briny? One day we should do goth briny. I mean, I can edit colors of the model. We could do goth briny. Goth briny. And I can dress up the 3D model as goth briny. Goth briny is... That should be my next Halloween thing, maybe. I hear a bird, too. It was in the game. It is a digital bird. Give me that PC! The computer runs the studio security cameras. Well done, Goober! Just a little more. To be fair, when I look at it, it says like 1 through 6 all have 75 XP, apparently, so. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I have to enter a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 PM that day. 1 PM, that was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. Hey, I wrote that down. It's this one. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we've got. So we've got what looks like the samurai. Steel samurai, not silver samurai. You get XP for joining, donating, live super chatting. So everyone with 75 has watched your streams at least twice. At least twice. That's a lot of you. Fascinating. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. October 15th, 2 PM, photo 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one on the computer. That means one was deleted. Ooh, security lady, what did you do? Who deleted the data? Who deleted the data? Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yep. Well, put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Yeah, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why? You could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Because you're a lawyer. Relax, it's just a joke. So we done for the day? I think this photo is what we need for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. Maybe... We don't have much to go on of it being... of who it is. We just know. Because even like the bit at the start didn't really show who it was. It just showed that like Steel Samurai as a thing. October 18th, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 4. Are we gonna have Edgy again? Yes, we have Edgy again. Good to see you, my good friend. Time to kick your butt once more. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. But all that shows is someone dressed as samurai walked past it. Still, it still could have been them. It still could have. We don't know, but it's also terrible evidence to condemn him, and it's the only evidence to condemn him so far. So, it's not grounds for guilty. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 PM on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Hey, Mr. Gumshoe, what you up to today? Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yep, sir, I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, you see. Here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scene during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studio. A security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 PM on that day, which is honestly a really late time to be starting your security shift, really. She should have been there at 9 AM, really, because it's a security job and you should be there 24/7, really. I don't know why she was there at 1 PM and why that was the only time she turned on the blooming cameras. Why the cameras not work when she wasn't there? It really makes no sense. But she was there at 1 PM on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, you see. Past that are the studios. And here is Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Don't be rude till she couldn't get to work till she finished her 12 PM nap. Rude. I will be rude. It makes no sense that a security person wouldn't turn up until 1 PM. Who's hiring security that only works half a day and then doesn't leave the cameras on? Now, on the day of the murder, October 15, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer. The defendant, Will Powers. And a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area till noon, but also, because of the flashbacks we saw, the security lady was there as well. Because she's such a bloomin' fangirl. After lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 PM, the security lady got to a guard station. Now jump ahead later to the day at 5 PM. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. That is a big bulky suit. Maybe she's second shift and bad at her job, that too. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? I should listen to the whole thing again. I don't think I do. I think I'm good. I know the details. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear added the court record. The spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. The spear was found in the chest. Yes. Your Honor, this case is quite simple. If you ask one question, and that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call this a security officer to the stand. Actually, Your Honor, it's feudal, not medieval. Will the witness declare her name? We actually get to hear her name? My handsome fellow. I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Not to backseat, but I checked that photo. I thought the photo was taken after the murder. I don't think it is. So we've got the murder was at 2:30 p.m. The photo was taken at 2 p.m, but it is photo number 2. So that highly implies that there was a photo number 1, so there should have been a photo taken before this. But it seems to have vanished from the system. So it's definitely taken before the murder, unfortunately. So 2:30, 2 o'clock. But half an hour is kind of a big gap too. And then you got the spear. No worries. Yeah, exactly. It's someone shorter because clearly, like, he doesn't fit in the costume in the first place. So he's dragging his legs. It's very silly. In fact, it could have all been an accident because if he's in the costume and he's just not big enough for the costume, then what if? What if he just tripped and stabbed him? Your name, please. Back to the old hag voice. Oh dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. I see they didn't even want to give her a name. She's like, what should we name this character? I don't know. I want to call her old bag all the time. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Oh my god, her name is actually Oldbag! Holy shit, no wonder she didn't want to say her name. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. I don't even have to work on breaking Edgeworth. She's doing it for me. She's a windy old bag. She is. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Edgeworth's tilted already, I know, right? We haven't even done anything. We found the anti-Edgeworth. Yes, yeah, was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She's sure one hell of an old bag. Absolutely windy old bag, she is. Witness account. Ah, yes. Red Roach and Howdy, a normal size phantom with the 125 XP. Holy shit. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. Why, well, I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 p.m. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there. He was heading towards the studio. You saw the defendant, then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I got this. I don't even need to press her. On the day you arrived at the gas station, poor old Hammer and the rest. That's interesting to me because it was a certain amount of pass at 2 p.m. It was Powers. Now excuse me while I present my evidence. I object. Let me get this straight, old bag. Mrs. Old Bag. Ms. Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers you saw? Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Poor Edgeworth! Oh my god, she is absolutely Edgeworth's kryptonite. Anti-Edgeworth, just be annoying. Samples Phoenix Wright and Wendy. Well, I mean, I want to... Oh my god, do I even need to try? She's doing everything for me. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that! I wasn't born yesterday! No one in this court is accusing you of that, Mrs. Witness. Bless the judge not wanting to insult her. Gotta be frustrating to have an eyewitness teed up to the stand and she's blatantly wrong. I know, and it's great! Considering how harsh the last trial was, this is just a lovely vacation. The judge is traumatized. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. But probably because he's an old man, so it probably feels really weird to him because he's probably like either a little bit younger than her, about the same age. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you! Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear your proof then. This is wonderful. 10 out of 10. I love this woman. I love this woman and her effect on Edgeworth. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. As you can see, he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her till she squeals. She said she had something to do that morning. But she was fangirling. I I never said it. That morning, during the run through the action scene, I saw... Did you? Did you? Trip and fall? Yes! And to think, he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh! So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped to make it better. I kissed it where it hurt, like the grandma I am. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her! She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. You could see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? Still, you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers. Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg. He has a point. He does not seem quite likely that it's with Powers. There's got to be more to this. Well, Nick, find any glaring contradictions? Well, she seems pretty sure that Powers in that photo. Guess I'll press her. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to press originally when she said she saw it, but it kind of focused on something I didn't expect it to focus on at the time. So I don't think I omitted anything from that statement. That morning, during the run through the action scene, this is what I need to press. Who was present at the run through? Well, let's see. There was Powers. He's the Steel Samurai. Then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me. What exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. I don't think I have anything for this yet. You saw Powers trip and fall. I pressed that one. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Press. He broke a prop. He sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear? The murder weapon? Well, luckily, it was there. I was there to fix it with duct tape. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Murder weapon. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankles badly sprained? No, not so bad that he couldn't walk on it. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. He didn't mention this to us, though, and I feel like that would have been an important detail. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is... where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well... we couldn't find it. We're looking through. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai's suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure, Your Honor? Do I have stuff to object right now? I think I might. Hold it right there! We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. I don't know how to fix that. I cannot fix that. That is not something I can fix. I have the best connection I can. And I think... What latency am I using? And I'm on low latency rather than ultra low, so I don't know why it's not giving you a better thing. Because if you go on ultra low latency, then like you can't use high definition, but you should be able to use it. I don't know why it's not letting me. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else, not caught on camera, could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice! Witness account continue. The time of Paul Hammer's death was 2:30 PM, true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Time of Paul Hammer's death was 2:30. True. The only person I saw go in the studio with them was Mr. Will Powers. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking, right. No one else was there. Can I present this? Because, like, it's the two, so clearly someone else was. Yeah, the lazy bum started work again. Someone could have been in there way before then. I mean, according to her own statement, the assistant was in there the whole time. Because if she never saw the assistant leave, then no one could have gone in there? Then she was in there the whole time. So it could have been the beige nerd. I don't know if I have what I need to throw it yet. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 PM? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate, so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Plus. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. Well, that's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. It's not just me calling him an edgy boy. Edgy boy? I love it when Edgeworth is tilted. It's so good. Look at him. Old Windbag sure has balls, or well, you know what I mean. Old Windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something you did look forward to, perhaps. Bro! Yeah, let's press that. How would you know that? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective, and then, after some rubbish about being a secret pal, he told me everything. I see, Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. The only person I saw good at the studio with willpowers. Was it though? I'm gonna present this and see what happens. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studio, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you had wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. Maiden, what's happened? That very computer printed out this photograph. Note that on the back, the photo printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m, photo 2. Hey, Maiden. Plants are cool. Succulents are pretty cool, because no matter how much you try to kill them, they still live. You hate nature? I'm disappointed. Go touch some grass right now. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end that says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Da da da. Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1 but 2 people went to the studio that day. Hello, Jack! I'm being made to tell you about my plant addiction. By all means, tell us about your plants. I'm curious. Nature gave us cocoa beans and the ingredients for alcohol and cake and donuts and, most importantly, tea. Yet there was only data for 1. Who could erase the data of the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself. You have 24 plants, 18 different species, and you're buying more seeds. Someone's got green. You have not just got a green thumb, Jack. You have green fingers. You have green hands. To keep that many plants alive, I'm incredibly impressed. I'm not gonna lie. Watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers! But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Oh, well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Just college poor, but not completely broke. Plants are a good investment. I mean, you could be going out drinking, you could be buying anything with that money. You're deciding to make some plants that give us oxygen and cool down the earth. It's a good thing to spend money on. believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. I got that vibe, maiden. Completely poor after college. Somehow you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right! I just remembered something! Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, someone other than the Steel Samurai. Yes, I suppose you could, put it that way. Why would you go to the garden centre when you get them from Poundland? Garden centres are going to charge you through the nose for the same stuff. Poundland is a better investment. Unless you're wanting something really exotic or something. Poundland's a good shout. I see. Your testimony, please. I love how done the judge is. Absolutely done. The other person who went past the guard station. Was it Penny? Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. I love how it said she's doing all the freaking out for Edgeworth. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, I just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination. Oh, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. I love what this is doing to Edgeworth. It's amazing. One second, I need to turn on my light. It's dark. Can I do it without taking my headphones off? Stretch. Yes, I can. Wonderful. Now, listen to the glorious noise of me closing my blinds. Done. Set. The other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. Go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember. Yeah, what did you throw out? Tell me about it. Well, who the heck was in the photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. Did they get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where? Her name is Wendy Oldbag, so she's literally a windy old bag. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Oh, there, yeah. There's a grate that has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Oh, Edgeworth's probably feeling smug now. Order! Order! Oh, let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Yes, well, we see this type here every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade, I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I'd think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Can we trust it? Exactly. We don't know what was on that photo. We're just taking her word for it now. October 18, 11:10-ish. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Mr. Powers. Yes! Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest. Did you hurt your ankle? That's a better question. So who was the steel samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone wanting to steal a steel samurai costume, so where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. If we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. Yeah, like, I old bag, maybe. Someone shorter took it, that's for sure. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Poor guy. I'm sorry, bro. We're doing our best. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on the matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy roughly 10 years of age. The photo we have may not be hard evidence. But there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Someone shot Friday is the murder. I didn't murder no one and you can't prove shit. Order, interesting. Let us hear you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. This court doesn't give a shit about accusing the innocent, you ass! I wouldn't be we wouldn't have gotten this far in this game if you gave that much of a shit about accusing the innocent, Mr. Judge. You were in the last guy's feckin' pocket last time, thank you very much. You do not have a leg to stand on when it comes to accusing the innocent, you ass. Anyway. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalised. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. Not that I'm worried or anything. So, who was the person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? So, could have been the assistant or the security lady. Because the grade school boy is not gonna hold up. Don't accuse the innocents, that's why we accused you of murder, Mr. Right. Exactly! Given all the other trials we've had so far. Ah yes, we don't look kindly on that, except for the fact that we've done it so very much. I'm thinking the assistant. We don't really have a clear picture of where the assistant was this whole time. And we know that security lady is a fangirl of Hammer. She has zero motive to murder Hammer. She maybe has motive to make Powers look bad, but she'd never do it at the expense of Hammer's life. So the assistant. It was the assistant! The steel samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the steel samurai. You're saying the steel samurai in the picture is really the assistant? That is correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the steel samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Bad feeling this time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury? Powers and poor Hammer were run through. Oh, and me. What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was in the backdrop today. Okay, maybe. The assistants knew nothing of Powers' injury. Ba-ba-da-ba! Killeria Raid! Welcome! Thank you so much for raiding. Please you. Hello, Starry Pond. Hello, Kale. Hello. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She took the steel samurai look with that costume. But she couldn't walk the steel samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. How's the game going so far? It's wonderful. 10 out of 10. I have been very much enjoying Miss Old Windbag because of the fact that she's been absolutely the undoing of Edgeworth the entire time, and it's been hilarious. It's been one of my favorite things. Just seeing Edgeworth being absolutely undone by his own witness. Ah! It's lovely. Hello, Diffie. See, Cat, it's a great game. You should play it. You should! It's great! It's hilarious. I've had such a good time. That kind of takes the legs from another case. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalise you as one. Shit! Nobody knows. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. Maybe we'll move on, Mr. Wright. Yeah, this fight isn't over yet. Your Honor, I'd like one more chance, please. Please, please. I would like a chance. He's singing everybody he is. Poor Edgeworth. Well, not poor Edgeworth. I love watching it. Edgeworth crash outs are the most wonderful thing. But it can't be the grade school boy, because that makes no sense. So what if it was the security lady who's been lying the whole time? It was the security lady! Wendy Oldbag! I will say for streaming this game is particularly fun. If you're someone who likes doing voices and things, this is an amazing game for fun. Who? The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene running through. Voices, like voice acting. It's very fun for voice acting. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper? Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Ms. Oldbag to you! Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. Duh, duh, duh. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Edgy? What you up to, boy? Doesn't he usually jump in with an objection and some new damning evidence? Question mark? Question mark? She doesn't even need to fake the sprained ankle, she just walks like that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have any opinion on this matter? Do you? Edgy? Edgy Doko? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Is he so pissed at Wendy's existence that he's like, yeah, fine, I'll take the L if it means she goes to jail? What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something! What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this hole away. I can press further. Never give Granny a break. Granny doesn't deserve a break. Press further! That very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case. How old is Lovecraft? Lovecraft, sorry. Can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hannah? You forgot that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is on the list of suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait! Just a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased! He's only a grade schooler, though. You said he was 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter! When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10-second stops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How could you be so sure? Oh, is it? Be nice to the kids and mean to your elders, day whippersnapper! I have proof. But, Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed the murder. I assume it's the fact that the shaft needed to be mended with duct tape, so it would have been even harder to use. This, maybe? Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. The very spear shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Woo, we made it through. Wait a second! I'm not just going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree! Me! I'm talking! Everyone is shocked! The whole court is shocked! Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you admitted something from your testimony? Actually, you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh. You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. What you got for us, old bag? What you got? Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Interesting. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. The witness, the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. I don't think is there anything to cross-examine there? Global Studios want me to keep quiet about something. Why did they want you to keep quiet about it? So you were told not to talk. That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Oh, don't be so hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. Who? What? Where? Why? Details, old lady. Details! Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Shut up. My Oldbag performance is forced and difficult and by no means natural. My throat. Thanks to differ. Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised. No one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? There was a sign, Phoenix. We saw it. Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head has fallen over. That wasn't old bag, but we rented his old bag anyway. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I've already asked all my questions, but... no, we've got all the detail we need. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at the Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defence's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have been told of. Oh, Lordy! Look at him! Look at Edgy! I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned. And with the court being adjourned... we shall also adjourn. That is all for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I love doing Edgy's voice too, and it's even better when he's having his little breakdowns like that, because putting tenseness into this voice for Edgeworth is very fun. But they're doing it like it's falling apart. Ah, this is so much fun to read through. It absolutely is so good. Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. So thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, I would highly appreciate it if you're on YouTube. If you could leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you're on Twitch and you haven't already, give the channel a cheeky follow. That would be lovely. Cheeky follow. Bryony, you are truly a great attorney. You can defend me from murder allegations any day. I will be back tomorrow with some Limbus Company. We are at the final boss, or maybe not the final boss, I don't know if it's the final boss. I mean, we haven't done the dungeon of Canto 4 yet, but we're at a boss of Canto 4, who is apparently a wall. So we'll see if that wall is actually very scary. Yay! Thank you so much, Strawberry Pon! Strawberry Pon, 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 50 pears in my bed, apparently breaking out into song is my thing today. But I like breaking out into songs, so that's fun. Anyway, yes, take care, have a lovely evening. So if you've done the liking and the subscribing and the following and all that good stuff, and you would like me to support me in other ways, you can do so via many other ways. And thank you for putting up with me, as I shall. You can do it by YouTube membership by getting emotes, exclusive streams, Discord channel, merch discounts, and chat commands. You can do it by Patreon by get short stories, exclusive streams, merch discounts, free books, a free game, and probably chat commands. There is the Kofi, where if you like my emotes, you can commission me to draw some. There is my merch store, where you can get ebooks, first edition copies of books that I've written, notebooks, pillow, stickers, crochet potato, and for other crochet goods, you can find Brownie Rose Crafts on Etsy. And you know what I don't shill enough? I've written 5 books, the Moon Girl Superhero series, and you should go check that out. Also coming soon, there is an audiobook from a wonderful author called PD Ball. It is still in review stages on ACX, so it's not out yet, but I'm keeping an eye on it every day. So if you would like updates on that, please follow the social medias, but that is all for now. Thank you so much for listening to me show. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you everyone in chat, thank you everyone who lurked, and thank you to anyone who watches the VOD. I really appreciate you coming and joining, and I hope you've enjoyed. I literally do, because I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Briny Rosemith, I'm the Forbidden Library. Good. What's my end card? Bye!